Hey, what's up guys and welcome back to the channel. You know it's your boy Anime King, and today we're going to be doing part 13 of What If Naruto Was Taken by the Raikage. Get this one to 300 likes and you'll be getting part 14 as soon as possible. Today is going to be a double upload because I didn't upload last night, so I'm really sorry for that. But without further ado, let's get straight into the What If. Start the intro. So the last time we left off, Naruto faced off against Sasuke and wiped the floor with him. You guys can switch across and check it out in the playlist. And the last thing that happened was Kankuro trapping Sakura in his puppets and was sending blades to impale her inside. The moment the blades hit, smoke started to come out of the puppets. Sakura did a substitution jutsu and she was right behind Kankuro now. She was running towards Kankuro with her chakra on her fist to deliver the final blow, but Kankuro simply turned his head and fired a needle, and that caught Sakura off guard. The needle stuck her right in her hand, and then she started to slow down as her vision started to get blurry, and she looked at Kankuro and said, "What did you do to me?" "Oh," Kankuro said, "I know you're strong, really strong, so I decided to fight dirty. That is a poison needle. So if you want to live, give up and I'll give you the antidote." Before Kankuro could continue, Sakura passed out. This poison was really fast active. So the proctor declared that Kankuro was the winner because Sakura was out cold. Kankuro walked up to her and delivered the antidote, keeping her alive. "You're lucky I'm a nice guy, girl," Kankuro said. "There is no rules that I cannot just leave it up to the medics to synthesize that poison. But I'm a nice guy, so you get to live today because of me," he said as he walked off with a grin on his face. The medics were quickly called in and they took Sakura away on a stretcher. The Hokage once again has to use a earth jutsu to fix the crater that Sakura created. The next fight will be Ino versus Kiba, but Kiba was nowhere to be found as Ino walked into the ring and the announcer called out for Kiba one more time. Then somebody shouted "Yahoo!" as Kiba flipped off the railing and landed on the ground like a very angry dog as he growled at Ino with Akamaru on his back, barking. The announcer then told them to start. Kiba then stated to Ino, "I will tell you what, since we know each other from the academy, I'll go easy on you," he said while smiling. "Go easy on your boyfriend when you're jacking him off, dog boy," Ino said, disrespecting Kiba. "Punks like you shouldn't be so arrogant," as she was visibly angry at Kiba's tone. "You pay for what you just said, Kiba," as he took out a smoke bomb and flung it right off Ino's feet, where as it impacted, it exploded. "Alright Akamaru, let's teach her a lesson that she will never Kiba suddenly stopped talking. His body was still for a few seconds, and then he started to move again. Kiba started to run around in circles and jump up and down like an idiot, while Akamaru watched confused. Everyone who knew about Ino's bloodline thread knew exactly what was going on. The ones who didn't was very confused. Why was this kid acting this way? The smoke started to clear and Ino's body was seen, slumped over as she was asleep. As Kiba started to shout, "I like to wear my mom's makeup and dress in her clothes when she isn't home." I drink out of the toilet bowl. It is my favorite, he said, and my favorite show is Princess Pony. I like Princess Pony, Hinata thought to herself. Then he turned to the proctor and said, Hey proctor, since Ino is a better person than me overall, and she's the best ninja in the world, you should let her win. I forfeit. The proctor then announced Ino the winner of the match, and then Kiba fell to his knees as he snapped back into reality. Hey dog boy, she said, the next time you want to blind someone with a smoke bomb, make sure they are not adopted in sensory chakra like me. Ino happily walked back up to her team while Kiba looked at the proctor very confused. What just happened? What did she do to me? He asked. Kiba walked back up to his team as they told him what happened, and he was very embarrassed. The next match though was Oimoy versus Shikamaru. I was really hoping that I would be last. What a drag, Shikamaru said as he walked down the stairs. Good luck, Shikamaru, Ino shouted in his ears. I hope you win. I really don't feel like fighting. I should just for... Shikamaru sensei then grabbed him as Asuma grabbed him and choked him over the railing. Shikamaru landed on his feet, looking up at Asuma with anger on his face, but Asuma simply smiled down back at him because Shikamaru was lazy and he wanted to forfeit. That was kind of harsh, wasn't it, Asuma? Kurenai asked. I was just motivating him, no big deal. Amoy was already down in the fighting area and watching the scene unfold in front of him. I guess the rumors about Neras are true. They are a bunch of lazy bums. Ready? The proctor said. Begin! Unlike the other matches, where the battle started right away, the two boys just stared at each other for a long period of time. Hey, are you gonna make a move or what? Shikamaru said. Man, this is a drag. I was going to let you go first, Amoy responded. I don't feel like it. You go first. I don't feel like it either. You go first. Hurry the hell up, Ino and Karu both yelled down at their lazy teammates. The two boys cowered in fear for a few seconds at their angry teammates and then nodded to them. Amoy rushed at Shikamaru, but Shikamaru prepared a jutsu as his shadow started to rush at Amoy. Amoy was lucky to dodge it, but he kept backing up until he was out of range. Okay, it looks like my sword is useless in this fight, he said. I am going to have to fight this from long range. As Amoy started to prepare a jutsu. Lightning style, he said. Thunderbolt jutsu, as his sword was covered in lightning. With a swing of his sword, all of the electricity was discharged towards Shikamaru. Shikamaru was just barely able to dodge it, but the lightning smashed all the floor. As the Hokage sighed as he had to fix the arena again, he was dead tired from fixing all of these craters with his Earth Jutsu. This is too troublesome. I am ending it, Shikamaru said as he rushed to Amoy with a kunai in his hands, as Amoy was once again going to use his Thunderbolt Jutsu. But this time, Shikamaru has a plan to counter it. Shikamaru threw his kunai at the ground in front of him, and the kunai was somehow able to direct the lightning like a lightning rod. As the bolt of lightning went down at the ground, the kunai was used as a lightning rod. Shikamaru's plan was a success, as he now was in close range to use his shadow possession jutsu. It's over now. Alright, you got my shadow, but what can you do without a team? All you can do right now is make me copy you. You have a sword in your hands, I don't. Shikamaru forced Amoy to mimic him in a way that looked like he was going to stab himself. Since Shikamaru had no weapon, it was totally safe. However, Amoy had his sword in his hand. Shikamaru could have made him stab himself in the stomach if he wanted him to. I get it now, kid. It looked like you win, Amoy said, as he couldn't do anything to save himself right here, but give up. He then forfeit. As the proctor then said, the winner of the match is Shikamaru. Shikamaru released his technique and picked up his discarded kunai. Let me guess, that kunai is made of chakra metal, isn't it? That is why it absorbed my lightning strike. That's correct, Shikamaru said as he walked away. Man, I really had no choice in that one, All Might said as he walked away as well. After the Hokage had to fix the floor, what felt like him was 1,000 times he did this. He was really tired of using this jutsu over and over. The next match was about to start. Gaara vs Yoroi Akado was the next match. Who the heck is Yoroi? Naruto said. Karu then said he's the only member of the silver hair boy team with the glasses who stayed to fight. He was standing quietly all this time. The two met in the fight area and the match began. Just as soon as it started, it ended. Gaara encased Yoroi in a dome of sand and crushed him in 5 seconds. This is really boring, Gaara said. I want to kill someone who will put up a fight. He then turned and looked towards Naruto. As he walked away, the sand that crushed Yoroi flowed back into Gaara's girt on his back and revealed Yoroi crushed bones and his body brutally destroyed. Bones sticking out of the skin, blood pooling under the body. Everyone just took a one glance and turned their head. Just one glance was enough for that image to be burned into each of them's mind. The Hokage ordered for the body to be removed as fast as possible. They cleaned it up so fast that Gaara was still walking up the stairs. When they were done, the Hokage then ordered the proctor to start the final match so we can be done with this. Yes sir, the proctor said. The two remaining are Temari and Choji. As Temari was walking down, she passed right by Gaara. Temari, Gaara said as he walked past her. As she heard his cold voice, she stopped dead in her tracks out of fear. Yes, she said while she stuttered. Hurry up, that's all Gaara said as he continued to walk. The two opponents then meet in the ring and the proctor said, ready, begin. Match start and the two of them came out with force right from the get-go. Expansion jutsu as Choji body turned into a giant ball and he started to romp like roll straight towards Temari. Wind style, wind cycle jutsu. Temari unfolded her fan and sent a deadly wind attack towards Choji. Choji collided with the attack and a huge cloud of dust kicked up. When the dust settled, Choji was knocked out on the floor and the proctor then announced Temari the winner of the match. The proctor then announced every winner to come down and took a ball from the box. The balls all had numbers on them and their numbers were used to determine their bracket in the finals. The first match is Naruto Uzumaki versus Rock Lee. Naruto and Lee looked at each other and smiled. The second match is Karu versus Gaara. Karu tensed up as she heard this. Even by some miracle, if she beat this monster, she would have had to fight Naruto or somebody stronger farther down in the finals, so she was screwed anyway. The third match is Temari versus Hinata. The two girls looked at each other. Temari was confident that she could win, but Hinata wasn't so sure. The first thing Hinata thought in her head, that Naruto will be proud of her if she wins. So she decided to train hard for the finals of the Chunin exam. The fourth match would be Ino versus Kankuro. Ino stared down Kankuro with fire in her eyes. This guy is going to pay for what he did to Sakura. Why the hell do I have to fight all these crazy leaf? Girls, Kankuro said, since we have an uneven amount of genin left, Shikamaru will fight the winner of Kankuro and Ino match. Something actually went in my favor for once, Shikamaru said. You all have 1 month to train for the final examination. You are dismissed. Everyone started to leave with their teams as Kurenai pulled Hinata to the side real quickly. Hinata, you go on home and I will come see you later tonight. These other two aren't getting off scot-free after those terrible performances, especially Kiba. Kunai walked up to her other two students and grabbed Kiba by his ears. She dragged him away while Shino and Akamaru followed close behind. Hinata took her sensei's advice and began the walk home. There was a tunnel under the tower that led outside to the forest. At the end of the tunnel, Neji was waiting. As Hinata walked by him, he said, "You use too much. You use way too much chakra. If you had used less, you would have been able to sustain the rotation for longer and avoided injury. That is something you must work on the coming month." "Neji, thank you," she said. "Don't thank me. In fact, I suspect that you will be cursing me soon enough. Meet me at my team's training grounds tomorrow morning. Then our training shall begin. Until then, you shall get plenty of rest," Neji said as he walked away. Meanwhile, Naruto and his team was already on their way home, and Yujito was planning out what to do about their training. "I think you should focus on Karu, big sister," Naruto said. "My opponent is tough, but he's no killer like Gaara. She needs more help than me," Naruto told his sister, hoping that she would agree with him. "But then, what are you gonna do for training, Naruto?" Yujito asked. She agreed to train Karu more, but she didn't want to leave Naruto to train all by himself. "I'll be fine. I can handle my own training for 1 month." "Okay, I am trusting you to do this, Naruto. I don't want to hear you causing more trouble than training." Once Naruto and his team reached the end of the tunnel, Naruto claimed that he was hungry and ran off to Ichiraku Ramen, leaving his team in the dust. "There he goes," Yujito said. "But I guess you guys do deserve rest. Let's go eat some real food. No ice cream or ramen this time. Karu, I'll let you pick." Naruto arrived at Ichiraku Ramen and surprised to find someone here besides him. "Hey, aren't you one of the guys who just left the Chunin exams?" Silver hair boy who left before the preliminary exam was sitting there eating a bowl of ramen. "Oh, you must be the cloud boy I heard so much about. You're Naruto, right?" "I am Kabuto." "Nice to meet you," Kabuto said as he extended his arm towards Naruto for a shake, but Naruto was hesitant. "You haven't heard about what happened to your teammate, have you? Did the idiot go and get himself killed?" "Yes, I am sorry for your loss," Naruto said. "Don't be. I told him to drop out if there were preliminaries, but the arrogant fool just had to stay and get himself killed. The fool insisted that he stay in the running so he could be closer to Sasuke, but I knew it wouldn't work. That batch of Genins were powerful. The idiot got what he deserved." Naruto didn't reply. He sat down beside Kabuto and ordered a bowl of ramen, but Naruto could feel something, a presence coming from Kabuto that he felt a long time ago. It wasn't Kabuto exactly, but the presence off of him. Naruto could just not put his finger on it. "You didn't seem to like him that much," Naruto said. "I can feel some animosity towards him coming off of you." So, what Orochimaru said was true. He's a sensory type, just like that other Uzumaki. Kabuto thought in his head. Very interested indeed. "That's a very interesting power you have. Not many people have sensory power that strong." He pushed away his half-eaten ramen bowl and get up to leave. "You're an interesting boy, Naruto. I like you, so I'll give you a little bit of advice. Stay away from Danzo if you want to keep your heart pure. That man can turn the worst and negative out of the purest hearts into monsters. Believe me, I know firsthand," Kabuto said as he started to walk away. But guys, I'm gonna end right here. If you want to see the next part, yeah, get this to 300 and you'll be getting the next part as soon as possible. Well, I'm out for now, guys. Peace.